Hello everyone, my name is Meira, and today we're talking about why we overthink. Have you ever replayed the same conversation in your head over and over again? Have you ever spent hours thinking about a decision only to feel more confused than when you started? Have you ever worried about something that hasn't even happened yet? If so, you've experienced overthinking, and you're not alone. At first glance, overthinking seems useful. After all, thinking helps us solve problems. Thinking helps us learn. Thinking helps us prepare for the future. The problem is that overthinking is not the same as productive thinking. One moves you toward a solution, the other keeps you stuck in a loop. Many people overthink because they want certainty. They want to know exactly what will happen. They want to make the perfect decision. They want to avoid mistakes. But life rarely provides complete certainty. The more we try to eliminate all uncertainty, the more our minds keep searching for answers that may not exist. Fear often plays a major role in overthinking. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of embarrassment, fear of making the wrong choice. The mind believes that if it thinks long enough, it can protect itself from these outcomes, but often the thinking simply creates more anxiety. Overthinking also happens when people focus too much on the past. They replay conversations, analyze mistakes, imagine different outcomes, ask themselves what they should have said or done. Reflection can be valuable, but when reflection turns into endless repetition, it stops helping and starts trapping us. The future can create overthinking as well. People imagine worst case scenarios, they predict problems, they try to prepare for every possibility. The challenge is that many of the situations they worry about never actually happen. The mind spends energy fighting battles that do not exist. One reason overthinking feels difficult to stop is because it creates the illusion of control. When we keep thinking, it feels like we are doing something productive. It feels like we are working toward a solution. But sometimes the mind is simply going in circles. Activity is not always progress. Ironically, overthinking can make decisions harder. The more options people analyze, the more uncertain they become. Instead of gaining clarity, they become overwhelmed by possibilities. At some point, more thinking stops helping. Action becomes necessary. This does not mean people should stop thinking carefully. Thoughtful reflection is important. Planning is important. Learning from mistakes is important. The goal is balance. To think enough to learn and decide, but not so much that thinking itself becomes the obstacle. One helpful question is this thought helping me solve a problem, or is it simply repeating itself? That question can reveal the difference between productive thinking and overthinking. In the end, overthinking often comes from a desire to feel safe, certain, and prepared. It is usually an attempt to protect ourselves. But life cannot be controlled through endless analysis. Some uncertainty will always remain, some risks will always exist, and some answers can only be discovered through experience. Because sometimes the path forward becomes clear not when we think more, but when we finally take the next step. That's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.